Anyone that knows my mom knows that she's a kind, loving, sweet soul. It wasn't until recently that I realized just incredibly brave she was. My mom started experiencing weakness in her hands and slurred speech in August of 2018. We weren't sure what was going on. We thought possibly arthritis. She saw countless doctors until we finally ended up at a neurologist who suggested that it could be ALS. We prayed and hoped that this was not the case. However, in January of 2019, she was fully diagnosed with ALS. After the diagnosis, I really wanted my mom to come live with us in Glen Ellen. She was hesitant at first because she was independent, had her whole life in St. Louis, her friends, her dog agility group. But as things progressed in the next few weeks, we all agreed that it was the best move for her. So in February of 2019, we packed up her house, her 2 dogs, and she moved in with my family in Glen Ellen. We've loved having her there. It's been so amazing. She's got to spend so much time with her grandkids, which I feel like just brings up the mood with everything that's going on. If you're around kids, they don't see anything of the disease. They just see grandma, which is incredible. And it's just been a blessing that she's been there. After we moved my mom to Chicago, we knew that she needed the very best care. We heard amazing things about the Les Turner Foundation and the doctors at Northwestern. So we called and they were able to get her in within 3 weeks. Dr. Suffett was her neuromuscular physician, Dr. Coleman, her pulmonologist, and Julie, our nurse. There's such an incredible team. They took care of her. They were so proactive with the care from day one. They made us feel like family. They made my mom comfortable and did things in her own way and her own terms. And from there, I feel like she's just been in the absolute best hands. In May, because of this, we were able to take a trip with our family to Disney World. It was a dream of my mom's to take our kids there. We had the absolute best time, and at that time, my mom was still able to go on rides with the grandkids. It was memories that we'll cherish forever and that we're so grateful for. With the proactive care with Dr. Coleman, shortly after that trip, he suggested a G-tube, a feeding tube. My mom was having trouble swallowing. She was choking a lot and having problems breathing. Although again, she was hesitant of this, we did move forward with the surgery in August of 2019. That is truly a lifesaver for her. It was shortly thereafter that she wasn't able to swallow. So having this G-tube has just made such a difference in her nutrition, in her hydration, and her life. So we will be forever grateful for Dr. Coleman for being so proactive with her care. Shortly after the procedure, we participated in our first Les Turner ALS Walk for Life. It was an incredible experience. We put a team together, Wheezy's Warriors, my mom Eloise, all of her friends, and my friends nicknamed her Wheezy in my early 20s, and it stuck. And so this is our team name. We are so grateful to our friends and family who did come out last year. We had an amazing turnout, and it was just so incredible and heartwarming to see all of the families out here together to do this walk. This year we wish we could do the same, but we're so grateful to be able to experience it in this kind of light. After the walk, again with my mom wanting to live life to the fullest, we got a blessing from Dr. Coleman and Dr. Suffett to go on a European adventure. Again, with living life to the fullest, my mom was not going to let anything slow her down. And I had asked her, is there anything that you want to do that you've never done before? And one was a trip to Europe. So with their blessing, we packed up all of her necessities, the wheelchair, and all of the medications, and we went to London, Paris, Rome, and Florence. My mom was an absolute trooper, and I have to give a shout out to Les Turner again. When they heard about this trip, they loaned us a wheelchair, and we put lots of miles on that guy. Since the time she was diagnosed, my mom has progressed significantly. She went from running our dogs and being very active to now she can no longer eat or swallow. She relies on the G-tube for nutrition and hydration. She can no longer speak to us, but she does have an eye gaze that we, again, through Les Turner, were able to find out about and get her included on. She can no longer walk. This is the most recent thing, and we just got her motorized wheelchair just recently, and I feel like it truly has given her so much independence back. She's able to scoot around. My kids like to race her on their bikes, and it just brings the joy back into life. So we're just so incredibly grateful to the Les Turner team for all of their help, all of their guidance. We would have been lost without them through these past few months. And with them, they just give us light and hope and so much joy. And we're just so incredibly grateful. Thank you.
Last year was our first time participating in the Les Turner ALS Walk for Life event, and it was truly an inspirational experience. My daughter, Terri, got us involved and created our team, Wheezy's Warriors. We were both moved by all of the generosity of our friends and family. Les Turner has been there for us at every turn, and we wanted to help give back by raising awareness and funds by participating in the walk. The event itself was truly incredible. It was heartwarming to see so many people come together for our ALS community.